Just see my vertical on the game. You see how high I can jump on it.
If there's one badge that your player needs to have in the game, what is it?
Catch and shoot. Yeah, at first, because at the beginning, when your grade is low, if you're making your shots on catch and shoot, that's easy. Yeah, you can do your style. So yeah, catch and shoot.
I would say posterizer. I want to get those animations where I'm dunking on somebody, so I need that badge.
What's the first NBA 2K cover that you remember playing?
2K11. Yeah,
Okay.
it was for my birthday, a gift for my birthday from my mom, and I was very happy.
That's
only do it if it feel natural, I can't force it. They say where you get that swag from, I bought this. If you ask me, then I'm #1, but that's my opinion. You could go check the stats yourself, just start sounding in it. Tryna compete with me in the same lane. Around, I make my own way, see if they maintain. Feeling like I'm almighty, so. Fashion, yeah, fashion fanatic, yeah. To money, yeah. The money, yeah. Got so much on me, you would think I be. Yeah. I guess that's what happens, yeah. When you really got it, yeah. No, it's gonna be easy to me. I got a bankroll.
He's about to tear it up. Cooking show, man. You good, MP? I can watch for this.
Tonight, we're looking at two teams who make their living beyond the arc, Grant.
Yeah, they love to shoot the three-point shot, and they do it effectively. And, of course, that means these two teams understand the importance of good spacing. They're great shooters on both sides, to be sure, but motion and ball movement are the real keys to their three-point attacks.
And the shot goes in.
The mid-range jumper is automatic for Klay Thompson.
Conley against Ball. Conley passes to Markkanen. That shot off. And the Hornets going the other way now. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Atlanta.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Rarely frazzled. They play with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
The three. They get the rebound. Jacks up a three. The Jazz again can't hit. Ball with it. Picked up by Markkanen. Pass to Mr. Incredible. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. 6 points for him.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Markkanen. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game.
Oh, my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
To halt the run, Plumlee pulls down the board.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him.
For Utah, new ownership taking over in 2020. In addition to that group, NBA legend D-Wade. Great to see an ex-player get a piece of the pie.
Timeout called. The Jazz. Well, like D-Wade. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. It's Markkanen on the wing. Off the mark there with a three.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate. They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Pass to Abaji. Conley with the ball. Pounded by Ball. Takes a three. And Conley with the three.
Give Conley credit. He's recognized the need to become a knockdown shooter and put in the work.
Here's Mr. Incredible. He shoots a three. And the Hornets, another three.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Utah has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Releases. The shot by Conley, no good. Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 15-3 run. Here's Mr. Incredible. It's guarded by Markkanen. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Let's go with a three. Unable to get that one. So the Hornets will take it the other way. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Down low. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
They're taking the ownership.
That's his first personal foul. Goes team foul.
Breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, getting everybody involved on the offensive end. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Sexton with it in his last outing with 12 points. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The kick to Olynyk beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Mr. Incredible, coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. Here's Jones. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Oubre against Sexton. Pass to Gay. Now Conley. Sexton with it. It's rebounded by Mr. Incredible. Now here's Jones, defended by Gay. On the wing, Jones. With 1 on the clock. And it's in! Oh! Nails the...
The visiting team, 23.
Lead to win that. Calls timeout.
The Jazz with the timeout. Fans, your Jazz Youth Dance Team. And that was your Utah Jazz Youth Dance Team. Show some love once again.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Conley, in close. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled at the end.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Utah, Kessler. At the line for 2.
Single game performances, Smitty. Several stars had 45-plus point nights, or even well above that.
We are, BA, and I think because a lot of the three-point shooting adds to a lot of buckets. It's a shooter's league right now. Prolific scores are rising to the top.
On the floor for Charlotte, Lou Williams out there with book night. Then there's Nick Richards, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the 3.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He added 43 points and also did a lot of damage from long. He was focused, very productive. The team leaned on him all night. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Now here's Conley. A 14-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others.
And the three-pointer goes.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Sexton passes to Gay. Gay, a screen on Williams. Pass to Markkanen. Offline with a 3.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Here's Mr. Incredible. It's guarded by Markkanen. Mr. Incredible, no good.
He was red hot in the first quarter. Hit 3 threes. Now suddenly struggling to find the range.
Pass to Conley. Back to Gay. And it's blocked. They retain possession. Here's Mr. Incredible. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go for him. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Hornets opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back.
Thanks for being with us. First off, and at this point, that battle and circling back to the game at hand. Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And for the Jazz, they're shooting 27% in today's game. Not good. Stolen by Ball. And for the Hornets, we've got Mason Plumlee. Ball is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Jones in at the power forward position.
Remarkable display of ball handling from Thompson. Nice handles.
Pass to Markkanen. hits it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Up and over the defense with one hand. Unbelievable.
I thought the D had a chance to cut him off, but then he made his move to the rack. Impressive. Here's Mr. Incredible. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. 21 points in the game.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for his shot.
Markkanen left side from the arc. The shot, no good. And Charlotte going the other way now. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. Here's Mr. Incredible. He's guarded by Conley. Mr. Incredible, no good. The Jazz on offense. Pass to Conley from behind the arc. Offensive board. Ooh, good D by Plumlee.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Mr. Incredible. That three's off the mark. Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Abaji. Back to Conley. They set the pick. Shoots from 12, and he drops that one in. Conley's got 7 points.
Great concentration from Conley. The shot well contested, but it didn't matter.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. We've seen a few super... Utah with the ball. Pass to Sexton. To the paint. Here's Gay. Banked it in off the glass.
Exactly the result you want from that trip up the court. Rudy Gay with a look from point-blank range.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Defended by Gay. And the basket is good. He got it to go.
What? Come on, Rev. Foul. Shooting for Charlotte, number 77. One shot.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Sexton passes to Gay. Outside Sexton. From 13. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Here's Mr. Incredible. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up. Keep on applying pressure to their defense.
Horton Tucker can't hit. Here's Mr. Incredible. He takes it in. And he gets that one. And he's got 28 now.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge...
The Jazz, 39. The away team, 69. And please, a big round of applause for your Jazz, USC.
Back in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. The Hornets shooting at around 66%. They're on fire. Gabriel Deck out there with Taylor Horton Tucker. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Bolmaro in a 2-guard. That's the group for Utah right now.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Fires the 3. That shot missing. Here's Mr. Incredible. He tries for 3. He can't get it to go, and Utah will come the other way. Here's Horton Tucker. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Horton Tucker. On the take. Williams grabs the board.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Mr. Incredible, and the layup is good off the glass.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Here's Horton Tucker. Some solid defense from Williams.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
Mr. Incredible, no good.
And he's going to have to wait to hit his first triple of this half. He had 3 at the break.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Horton Tucker. Here's Alexander Walker. Screen by Gay. Here's Horton Tucker. Lets it go from deep. And there's the call on Cody Martin. His first foul.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got to feel for him tonight.
Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Here's Deck. And we know the big markets draw free agents. As a player, how different can that experience be from the big city to the smaller market?
Well, we know it's a big difference. And obviously there's been this old adage that big city wins more. But we've had some teams from smaller markets step up and win a championship, like the Milwaukee Bucks.
The Jazz have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Pass to Alexander Walker. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Mr. Incredible. Hits the trifecta. 37 points for him. And so it's Utah with it. Here's Balmaro. Fires for 3. That one no good. Here's Mr. Incredible. No good with the triple. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Deck. Outside Vanderbilt. Shot clock at 5. Here's Alexander Walker. The Jazz again can't hit. The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Hornets.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And it was a team effort tonight, collecting their 39th victory of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And as it was happening, for Mr. Incredible.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team. I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And the technical free throw is good. Richards is checked in for Charlotte. Charlotte on D. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Here's Deck. And another miss by Utah. And here's Charlotte. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Mr. Incredible. Vanderbilt pulls it in. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Horton Tucker. Driving inside. Soft touch off the glass.
Using the pick to perfection. That's a well-schooled play by Horton Tucker.
Here's Mr. Incredible. He buries it from 3.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports coverage.
Game time. Bring the pain time.
For the teams that are struggling to meet expectations, Richard, what kind of advice would you give them at this point of the season?
Well, Kev, it all depends on why they're struggling. If they're trying to integrate new pieces, you got to stay patient. If it's chemistry issues, though, that can get a bit more complicated.
How have you handled chemistry issues when you play?
Well, some things are just unavoidable. Some teams have great chemistry, and some teams not so much.
And the Hornets with possession here. After Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against Utah. Johnson outside. Back the ball. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Short find by Paul, one of the best passes of all time.
And so it's Paul with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. It's a three-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
And here's Payne after the three-pointer from Mr. Incredible. Shot clock at 5. Ayton wide open. Misses the three.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And it's the Suns with the ball. After the three-pointer from Mr. Incredible. Passes it to Bridges. Jacks up a three. And Jones pulls it down.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Bridges. But Trey. It's rebounded by Charlotte. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match up with guys you rarely see.
And Ayton throws it down.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Shots good by Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible's got 13.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
The three, Bridges. That shot missing, and Charlotte will go the other way with it.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been at 90% or over multiple times in his career.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, we were able to talk with Steve Clifford. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concern about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay at
energy.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Hornets timeout call. That was your third breaker dance crew.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Dario Saric is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Cameron Payne. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Bridges in at the 2 guard. Suns trail by 15. Payne looking around. Saric just screen on Rozier. Here's Payne. And the wide open shot from Crowder buries the long-range jumper. Crowder's got his first 3 points of the game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Mr. Incredible can't get it to go. So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Yeah, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Hornets. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Crowder from outside. Plumlee with the rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Mr. Incredible. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And here's Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Charge a screen on Rozier. Outside Crowder. Just 5 on the clock. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. Charlotte leading by 12. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Rozier against Bridges. And the basket by Rozier.
And we continue to see Rozier taking on more responsibility offensively. Nice finish inside.
Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. Here's Crowder. Crowder with another miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here is Mr. Incredible, defended by Crowder. Mr. Incredible can't get it to go. Suns trail by 14. Crowder inside. And Thompson sends it back.
Nice aggressive defense from Thompson, getting all over the shot and knocking it away.
Here is Mr. Incredible, defended by Bridges. Out to Thompson, beyond the arc. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Cameron Johnson. So it's the Charlotte Hornets cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting.
Hey,
this offense has been off the charts good. I mean, we're seeing player movement, ball movement. Guys are getting in the...
Moving on to our next topic, all-star voting. A peek at the late... That'll do it for our show today.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Mr. Incredible has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Richard, safe to say you were a pretty good defender in your day, so tell me, who was the most difficult player you had to defend?
I've had to guard someone.
I guess anything can be a foul. All right.
At the line for the Hornets, number 17, shooting one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
5. We've got Ball. Jones is out there with Plumlee. Then it's Thompson, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the 3. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against Utah was all business. He had 42 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. And Paul gets it to go in.
There aren't a lot of guys in this league who shoot mid-range, but Paul, he's one of them.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bridges outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Payne can't hit. And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well. And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Paul passes to Payne. Ayton sets the pick for Payne. Over Thompson. Payne can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
From beyond the arc. Mr. Incredible can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fires for 3. Hornets with the rebound. Mr. Incredible's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Trying his luck from deep. Payne grabs the board.
His three-point shooting kind of dried up in the second half. He is yet to make one after knocking down 3 before halftime.
And there's the foul. Goes on Mr. Incredible.
Shooting one.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Shots good by Mr. Incredible.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Now here's Paul. 17 points in the game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really? Second personal foul. At the line for your Suns, Chris Paul. 2 shots.
Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
Rozier looking around. Here's Mr. Incredible. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And so it's Charlotte in
the third quarter with the score. Your Suns, 45. The visiting team, 68.
Walking around like a penguin, chest out. Really?
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
To this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Well, Phoenix shooting around 40% from the floor here. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Ayton is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Payne. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. On the wing, Bridges. He's covered by Ball. And Gibson kicks to Payne. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
And there's the pass to Okogie. And the three off target. Hornets leading by 23. Here's Mr. Incredible, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Mr. Incredible's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And Ball comes to help. Here's Payne. And the Suns miss again.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Okogie, the pass to Payne. Jones against Ayton. Out to the wing. Okogie inside the three-point line. No good from the wing. The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Oubre. Here is Mr. Incredible. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Mr. Incredible's got 32 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. To end the run, Ayton. Mr. Incredible pulls it in. Mr. Incredible's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass the ball. Here is Mr. Incredible. Thompson outside. Picked his pocket. Fast break. Here come the Suns.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Okogie, the pass to Payne. From 10 feet out, got a piece of it. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength. for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. Can you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game?
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Mr. Incredible.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Okogie, the pass to Ayton. Here's Okogie. They could use a bucket. Kept alive. Goes back up. And Ayton with the layup.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
And so the Hornets can now just hold on to the ball. Ball, the pass to Mr. Incredible. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Mr. Incredible's got 39.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.